at the end of the day, in the last few days, there's been this boo-boo, big brouhaha, inflation and interest rates and all this other thing. So you talk a little bit about the market, what's happening in the market, can they foresee if their property goes on the market, since things in certain areas have cooled down.
Adrian, I have a question. Can you walk us through your process leading up to the appointment? Because I'm a firm believer in pre-qualifying properly will give you that result that you're experiencing, like where it's not a hassle, it's not some fight. You walk in, you do your presentation, you get the listing. But I think it has a lot to do with what happens before. So can you kind of step us through that?
Absolutely. For starters, you tell them who you are, because you're out the get-go, some name out of nowhere that's suddenly contacting them as a result of them answering an ad. So you remind them what they did. You tell them a little bit about yourself. You tell them what you know about the area their property is located in, and then you go over the listing process. I would like to know what your intentions are. Why are you looking into selling? What's the condition of your property? If you had to walk me through it, what are key elements that I should know about before I go there? Do you have a mortgage? Do you have, is it a property that has tenancy or not? Which in one case it does, et cetera, et cetera. So I have a list of questions that I go through to pre-qualify, and to also, more than pre-qualify, is just establish a level of comfort. And then you talk about the market, because at the end of the day, in the last few days, there's been this boo-boo, big brouhaha, inflation and interest rates and all this other thing. So you talk a little bit about the market, what's happening in the market, can they foresee if their property goes on the market, since things in certain areas have cooled down, which means you no longer have 20 offers. You might have 2, and it might sit on the market 2 or 3 weeks instead of 2 days. So I walk them also through that process.
How many questions are in that questionnaire, that series of questions that you ask them approximately?
About 20. I do think that one of the key things that I've learned coming to the mastermind is timing. It's like, get on the horn as soon as you can, let them know who you are, that you're available, get additional information about what their intentions are. But in these cases, except for wanting to know a little bit more about me, I really didn't have any objections. As long as you do have a conversation about what goes into a value, what the market looks like, how is it performing. It's not just, I want to list your home. There's a whole conversation that needs to take place to establish trust. And then I use BombBomb to send them a video of my face so they know who I am. They get a little better sense of, thank you for the conversation that we had over the phone. I'm ready to see you on so and so date. It was, very straightforward. I was surprised, I gotta tell you.